of 12 Weeks to Stronger Bones. So today we're going to be focusing on the SPICE principle, posture. As we said last week, posture is a really powerful tool to help us reduce our fracture risk and also strengthen the muscles in the back to support the spine. Now we are going to be doing a 5-minute focus this week. So this is going to be doing one exercise, building it up, and it is essential because this is teaching us how to take our spine into extension. So really strengthening the muscles that run the length of the spine that help to keep us standing tall and upright. So the only thing that you're going to need for this is going to be maybe a little block. I've got a little block here that we can put underneath the forehead. You may also want to use a cushion, usually a long rectangular cushion or a bed pillow, just to support underneath the waist if you don't feel comfortable lying on your front, okay? So we're gonna come and lie on our front. Best way is to come and lie onto the side. If you are using that rectangular pillow, you want to place it directly underneath the belly button, okay? And that just helps to take any tension out of our lumbar. Now I'm just going to pop my cushion to one side because I don't need it just yet. And I want you to make a diamond shape with your hands. So we're going to put one hand on top of the other and relax the head onto the floor. Now my legs are a nice comfortable distance apart. That's very important, okay? The tighter that those legs are together, the harder that my back has to work. So I want you to have it open and relaxed. From there, we want to get our shoulders as relaxed as possible and the forehead rests on the hands. And I want you to imagine just floating your chest off the mat without moving your hands, your elbows, or pushing into the floor. Now you'll see I have not come up very high at all, okay? And then I want you to release back down. Now this is a very simple exercise, but it is essential for helping us to build strength in the thoracic spine. So when we talk about thoracic, we're talking from the base of the neck, all the vertebrae that wrap around the rib cage or that support the rib cage. And this is a common fracture site. So making sure that we have good strength and mobility here is very important. Now, I am only or trying to lift just from the base of my neck to my bottom rib, okay? So the goal is that my bum stays relaxed, okay? And that's important because if my bum is gripping, what will happen is that my lower back will do the majority of that extension. Now that is not a bad thing, but if the lower back is doing all the work or is overactive, often it means that we're not working or we're not finding that connection with our thoracic spine. So what I want you to do is try and keep your bum relaxed. Breathe in, just float the chest up. You'll notice that my head is staying in line with the spine and down. And once you've done this a few times, you can add a little challenge. So you're going to lift your chest up. Then I want you to see if you can take your hand off the mat to my forehead. My elbow is high and I release back down. I then change my hands over, I go to the other side, so I lift my chest. Now, as I lift my arm up, I try not to lose any height in my back and I release back down. Now, if you find when you do this exercise that it's not super comfortable, you can give yourself a little bit of support in the lower body. So you do that by just pressing your pubic bone very gently into the mat. This does switch on those glutes and it's just going to give us some more help, particularly as we take the arm off because we've got a little bit more weight to carry through that back. So I gently press my pubic bone down, I lift my chest, I lift my first arm and down. Relax everything. Pubic bone, chest, first arm and down. Now what's really nice about this is it's really easy to build, okay? So once you're able to lift the chest, lift the arm and not lose any height and release down, you can take both arms off, and only when you're ready. It might be that's going to take you a few weeks to do this. So we go pubic bone, breastbone lifts. You notice how my neck is long? It's that extension of my spine. My first arm comes up. Now I don't lose any height as my second arm comes up, and then I release down to the mat. I lift my chest. My first arm comes up. My second arm comes up. No height is lost. Release and come back down. My first arm comes up. Now I don't lose any height as my second arm comes up. Now give those hips a little wiggle. From there you may want to grab your block or cushion. I use this just to pop my forehead on. It keeps my neck in line with my spine and my eyes down. I then open my hands out to what I like to call goalie post position. So if I was, just so you can see properly, I've got my arms at nice right angles. We're going to do the same thing here. So from there, I press my pubic bone very gently just to help give my lower body a little bit of support. From there, I'm not pushing with my arms at all. I lift my chest. Yes. So now, because we've opened up and changed the position of our arms, we're working into our mid-back, so right across the bra strap area, underneath the shoulder blades, okay? Pubic bone down, breath in, neck is long, lift and lower. Now, a lot of people, when they start to do this exercise, will want to look up, right? It makes us feel that we're extending more from our back, but all we're actually doing is flexing our neck. So it's really important to keep that neck down when you're working here and release. You're going to do about 2 more here for me. And down. And I want you to think of it like a breath, right? Pubic bone down, breath in as I lift my chest, breath out as I come down. Now from there, we're going to lift those arms to add that challenge, okay? So you're going to press that pubic bone down, lift that chest. Then you're going to lift your first arm up, and then you're going to come down. So that's how we start, right? Lifting one arm at a time, not losing any height in our chest as we come down. Now, if you're just comfortable there, then I want you to stay there, okay? If you think you're ready, what you can do is lift the chest up and take both arms off without losing any height in that chest, and then releasing back down, okay? Last one here, pubic bone down, chest comes up. One arm, second arm if you feel ready, relax and come back down. Now from there, I want you to just bend your knees for me and to just drop your feet from side to side. So kind of like little windshield wipers. This just gives you a nice stretch through the lower back. I then want you to pop your hands underneath your shoulders and sit into a little child's pose. Take some nice deep inhales through here, in through the nose and out through the mouth, okay? Now, it's very common that when you do these exercises that you can feel that lower back kicking in, and I do not want you to worry. That is us building tolerance and building resilience to working our back. And our lower back is responsible for a lot of that extension movement. So if you think, oh, I'm only feeling it in my lower back, then do not worry, okay? Practice these exercises. Don't take both hands off or hands off until you start to feel more comfortable, right? This is about progression. We start slowly and at your own pace. I want you to come back and revisit this video a couple of times this week. Now, of course, have a little play with what feels right for you, but try a couple in each position. And I hope that this helps you feel a little bit taller and stronger for week 2. And I will see you right here again for week 3.